Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So I'm doing kind of like a 2-for-1 filming day or filming time, and I just thought that I would like come on and do like a quick update on my planner system for February and March, just because we're getting towards the end of March. I never did get around to filming my February review. So my two planners that are in play, and I'll try to like pop in something, are my Hobonichi weeks, which I use and I set up weekly to just kind of like track appointments, to-dos, and monitor habits, and my personal rings, which is a lot of like all-encompassing information. Like it's a date holder, like that's where I'm like writing things in real time, but it's also like where I'm kind of keeping up with stuff for my kiddos, keeping up with stuff for like what goes on around the house, keeping up with like health notes, that type of thing. And that's the planner that's like always in my purse. I mean, I have my purse, my backpack purse sitting right here. This thing was like 20 bucks on Amazon, y'all, and it's held up pretty nice. But I have this big back pocket here, and you see that's my Molly in the background. I hope she doesn't start barking. But I do keep my personal rings in my purse. Now I will say I have not been feeling as connected to my personal rings as I have in the past, and I'm not sure what it is. Like, it's very functional for me, and I'm enjoying like the function of it, but I'm not as connected to it. So it's really more so like a tool. I don't even think it's necessary to do a flip, because the last flip I have is pretty much similar, aside from like there may be like a few additional things written in here, but I haven't changed anything. I don't know. I'm just not feeling like I'm using it to some degree. I haven't really touched it this week, except for Sunday when I was kind of looking through some stuff. So I really need to get back in here and kind of update some notes that we have, or that I have, for some things with my kids, and also some health notes that I want to keep track of. But for the most part, like I'm not reaching for this a ton. And that's okay. I still have it in use, but again, it's just not something I reach for a ton. I'm not really sure what the disconnect is, but I'm just not feeling as connected to it. And I'm wondering if it's more so like I'm not feeling as connected to planning as I have in the past. Whereas I'm really enjoying like memory keeping and journaling. Like those are like the things that I'm wanting to do and craving. So yeah, so I'm using the weeks and the personal rings for planning, but more so I reference my weeks more like throughout the day, just to kind of make sure I know what's happening. But this is more so, it just kind of hangs out in my purse a lot of times. And if I decide that I need to write something in here, I will. But it has been a really good like just placeholder for dates and things like that for on the go planning. So I guess it's serving its purpose. I'm just not in it a ton. And then when we talk about like my journals, let me see if I can get one. You guys see my Hobonichi haul all the time. So, I try to do monthly flips of that. Let me grab my B6allergy. So I have the B6allergy. I have it in this cover. My kitty cat, I don't know if you guys can see my kitty cat. It was laying on my bed one day. This is an old Moterm cover that I've had for a while, but it was laying on my bed. Ugh, where am I going? Okay. And he decided to like stick his claws in it. And so he's kind of clotted up, but it's cool. Not a big deal. But I use this a lot for like stream of conscious journaling. And I also take notes in here about things I read about mental health. This has been really good. I do this in the morning, more so to set my, like, just kind of get stuff off my mind, I guess. I don't know if you guys are like me, but there's always like just my brain, it feels like it never stops. So I use this quite a bit. I'm almost finished with the book. I write about 2 to 3 pages in here per day. So, I have just a few more pages left in here. I'll probably fill them up very soon. And then I have a B6 Sterling ink on the Tomoe River paper journal that I'm going to use. And when I start using that, I'll kind of show you like what I did as far as cover went. But I do like to, I'm not going to show you what I write, but I do like kind of just throw some washi down just to kind of make it like cutesy wootsy. And I do it like different ways. And I switch up my fountain pen inks and that type of thing. But I've really been gravitating to this quite a bit, and also my Hobonichi Han. And really, I feel like those are like that's it. Like planner wise, I do have a work planner, and it's like a very basic planner. It's like letter size. It's and it's book bound. I think I may have it. Hold on. So I have it. This is my work planner. I'm trying to see if there's anything in here that I can even like show. Maybe not. Oh, July doesn't have anything. So it's book bound. It's held up nicely. I slap this thing around all the time, like in my work bag, or in my cart that I carry between schools. It does have 2 ribbons, and it's been a great planner, for what I need it to be. I got it off of Amazon for, I think it was less than 20 bucks, and I am buying it again. Like if I can find it, I'm buying it again for next school year. So you get monthlies. I know this is backwards, but you know, you get the point. So I have monthlies, and all the monthlies are in the front, and then it has timed weeklies. No, I'm just playing. Peekaboo. Sorry. Can't take me serious. And so it goes from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then you get like a little notes section right there. So this is like my work planner, and I use this to schedule out my appointments. It does have notes pages in the back, just basic lined notes pages. It also has like a perpetual calendar in the back for for like what's not covered in the planner. And then it has a pocket back here that I have papers in. Sorry. Oh my gosh, it has a pocket. I'm not used to filming these types of videos, but I just thought it would be easier than having to clean off my desk. That's real talk. Cause I was like, I can't do it. So, this is a very like messy planner that I use for work, but it's been a workhorse, man. And this thing is fantastic. And like I said, it was pretty cheap. It came in really nice packaging, like a box. I threw the box out because I keep this stuff like at work. Like when the year's over, it's just going to go in a drawer at work. But it did have like some rose gold. What is that called around the edges here? And it was such a liked planner that I would say pretty much everyone on our team, except maybe 2 people, actually ended up buying this planner for work, and they all seem to be enjoying it as well. So it's been a good planner to plan out my appointments, and you know, that little bitty note section has been great for to-dos. And then if I run out of room, I just use sticky notes. Like it's like I said, it's nothing like fancy. But that's like my planner situation. I use that daily when I'm at work. But I also schedule stuff in Outlook. So it's, you know, I have a digital aspect, and then I have that. The last review I did, I talked about using the Cozy app. We're not using it. Because I was the only one updating it. So I was like, what was the point? What was the point? You know? So we are not using the Cozy app anymore. If we do use it, it's for a shared grocery list. Look at that. It's for a shared grocery list, and that's it. So that's it. But yeah, so that is like basically my planning system. But like I said, I'm feeling more connected to the journaling aspect as opposed to the planning aspect. And I'm not really sure why, but I've been enjoying that a lot more. I think I'm just using planners like to plan for the function that it is. And I'm letting the journals be the place that I can write and, you know, get stuff out of my head, but also kind of keep memories of what's been happening in our lives. So, I would say like in conjunction with one another, all of the systems are working well. I'm not spending, and also I will say probably like previously, like I was spending a lot of time in my planners. Like it was just, that was what I spent most of my time doing if I had free time, was playing in my planners and all that stuff. Whereas now, like I'm kind of finding balance, and like I'm reading more, I'm creating like art through watercolor or drawing, or I have like a little art journal that like I scribble in, and just kind of whenever the mood strikes me, I use that. I haven't used it a ton, to be honest. I thought I would use it more, but I haven't used it a ton. So I use a lot of sketch, like Paul Rubens, like watercolor sketchbooks and things like that, just to kind of practice like watercolor pieces. But I would say like overall, like the system is working. Nothing's changing. I don't crave anything different. Like I don't want to buy anything different. The only thing that I haven't noted is I do want to get the Tokyo Traveler's Notebook release. That's going to be on pre-order April 10th. So it's noted in my calendar. I want a Traveler's Notebook. I want to try it and see if I like it. And I love the way it looks. I want a black one or that dark blue. I don't know if they are coming out that way, but anyway, so that's something that I do want to try to pick up when the release. I'm also doing really well with like not spending. I'm just rambling at this point. Have y'all met me? Oh my gosh. I did place an order with Pen, Paper, and Plans, and I'm waiting on that. I did, because my friend Tiffany and the owner of Pen, Paper, and Plans, Karen, they did a collab, and I wanted to support them. So I did pick up some stuff from Pen, Paper, and Plans, and maybe like I'll share what I got when I get it. But other than that, I haven't really done any like stationery or planner purchases, and I'm cool with that. So yeah, so I would say overall, like it's all the same players that from like when I talked about my lineup for the beginning of the year, it's all the same players. They're all pretty much doing what I said I wanted them, like they're serving the purpose that I said I wanted them to serve. But it's interesting to me that I am shifting more towards wanting to journal and memory keep and that type of thing, as opposed to like playing in my planners and changing out deco and all that stuff. I'm just not as connected to that. And so it's interesting how, you know, when we are in this hobby of planning and journaling, like our moods evolve and our interests evolve. And so I think it's pretty cool. I think something that has helped me a lot, just really find what I liked and what I enjoyed, is I haven't been on Instagram and I haven't been influenced by what is trending or what other people are getting that I might want. And so I think that's been helpful in that regard for me, because I'm able to really determine what brings me joy and what makes me happy without any outside influence. I do watch like YouTube videos and stuff like that, and there's some great like journaling and planning content creators, but I don't feel as influenced to go out and buy stuff as I had previously. So I think that's made a big difference too. That was rambly, but hey, 13 minutes, not too bad. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and enjoyed seeing this face of mine. Yeah. Sometimes I get awkward when I'm like ending a video. I don't know why. It's just, I am that person. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye, friends.